Hi, it's Tyrone from tyroneshum.com and welcome to the dedicated channel where I talk about outsourcing and automation. In today's video, I want to share with you on how to create passive income through the method of outsourcing. Now, we can talk about creating passive income through creating all these niche websites which you set it up so that once you set it up, it automatically generates income. And the whole concept and the principle is very simplistic, and most people, I think, understand how that concept works. Though what a lot of people don't realize is that once you set up these sites, you still need to firstly maintain them. That's one thing. And secondly, if you need customer service and handling support for any products or whatever you sell on them, you still need to handle those as well too. So it's not completely 100% automated. And this is what I want to share with you inside this video, is showing you what potentially you could do so that it sets up to be in automated mode. And I know a lot of people have been asking me about this, and also people have been a bit confused about how it all works. And two, that's the other thing, is that people are scared of actually outsourcing because the fact is that they don't have the resources, e.g. financial support to be able to pay for these outsources, or just haven't found the right person to be able to handle and take over these tasks. Now, before I jump over into showing you a diagram of how it all works, I just want to give you a quick story so that you can understand how this works. Now, if you know who Tim Ferriss is from the 4-Hour Workweek book that he created and has become a worldwide phenomenon success, he uses outsourcing and has the system set up to be able to do that. And he owns a company, a supplement company, which distributes and sells products all across America. And that's all been outsourced and handled by his company there. In order for him to be able to do that, he also needs to have a system that's been set up, and he's obviously developed something that can be automated. Now, he's not just dealing with websites where you just set it up, hopefully you create enough content, drive traffic to it, and then start making money from it. He actually has probably a drop shipping company which sends off his products over to the customers, and someone has to handle those customer service inquiries, has to handle dispatchment, has to handle all the things that go on behind the scenes which you don't see from getting a product. And this is what I'm saying, is the example that I'm taking from here is that it still requires effort, and you still need to hire either someone to be able to handle all these things, whether or not it be a website or a product that you sell. And if you're selling an informational product online, yes, there's going to be probably a few people who are going to ask questions. And if you're selling affiliate marketing products, it still gets sent through there. But what happens if, say for example, your website goes down? Or what happens if your website is changing over for some kind of new product, or someone's got to add new content to keep it going where it is, someone's got to manage the advertising, etc., etc. Now, that's not really automated if you have to get involved yourself. So this is what I want to share with you inside this video, is how to be able to go about this outsourcing process so that you can actually have your thing completely passively generating income, whether it not be a website or product that you've got. All right, so let's hop on and let's take a look and let me show you what to do. Okay, let's start off firstly with regards to where we start. Let's just say, for example, we have people working for us. So let's just have a look. I'll just draw a little diagram of people. Let's just say you've got a team here of really happy people. Just going to draw these little smiley faces. Can't get the eyes in there. Anyway, this is, for example, your outsourced team. And what they're going to do for you on a regular basis is basically create and work for you to be able to design or put together these mini websites, whether or not be niche websites or authority sites or whatnot. And what they will do is that they'll build these sites for you. And once they've built the sites for you, they'll submit it and get it out onto the internet for you. And once they do that for you, hopefully if they've followed your process and your systems step by step, what will happen is that you'll start to also see income coming back into these websites. So what we're going to start seeing is money generated from the work that they put in. And basically that money that comes into these websites can either be reinvested again into that website to continually allow it to grow. And if that gets done properly and gets done regularly, you can generate a lot more income from just one of these websites. But if you choose to go on the path that I'm showing you right now, which is to multiply what you do, so you do more of these websites that you have, and you get people to manage them for you, to submit, to get them out onto the internet, and to generate more income for you. Hopefully the same process that gets involved right here to make more money for you, you'll be able to have another website. And what you want to do is continually multiply these. And you don't have to have just one team that does this. You can have multiple teams that does this. You can have multiple people in different areas, or multiple people in different teams setting all this up for you and continually doing it. It just depends on where you're at in your business. If, say, for example, you've got 10 of these kind of websites and you're doing fine with, say, 3 people in your team or 1 person in your team helping you do this, then that's great. But if you want to take it to the next level and expand to get 100 of these sites, to get people expanding to manage it for you, then obviously you'll need more of these people to help you. So you really need to look at outsourcing, because the fact is that the people that helps you right here, these people are essentially going to be your investment, and they will be the ones who will help you generate the income, because they are doing the work for you. And yes, you will need to spend a little bit of money up front to be able to keep them going, but the return that you gain from this is tremendously huge, because you're going to get a lot more income generated because there's so much more work being done. And this kind of work that's been done is done passively, because what's going to happen is that once these systems are set up and the money just keeps coming in and you keep reinvesting it, you're going to get more and more money, and therefore money is going to keep increasing, and you're going to have less and less work from you. And say, for example, you're the one sitting out here on the board. This is, say, for example, one happy person that's sitting right here, and he's just collecting all the money straight into your bank account. But yeah, what I just want to share with you is the system is very, very important. It's very crucial. If you get this correctly right at the beginning, and you set up the right systems to be able to create multiple of these kind of websites here that generate income, and it keeps flowing back and forth, you'll start to see a flow-on effect. And I'll just give you a sort of a simplistic diagram that I'm going to just draw right here. And one, you have an outsourced team. And then they complete the work, or build money websites for you. And 3, generates income. And this can be automated in the process. Okay. The process is very simple, and all you're really doing is just sitting out on the sideline right here, monitoring this process. So you've got the outsourced team doing the work for you. They're building all these money websites, and they're generating income for you. And that income comes back to you, and you can continue to reinvest it back in there. And it just becomes a complete cycle. And obviously the money that you generate from this is going to be more income that's going to be greater than what you first started off with. That's basically increased income. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's how this whole system can potentially work for you, and to create an outsourced team to generate passive income for you. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Tyrone from tyroneshum.com, and if you do have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave them down below. Okay, I'll see you inside the next video, and good luck with all your outsourcing and creating money niche websites as well. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.